It's bowling league for this. I mean, not really, but I am not at bowling league tonight.
No bowling league tonight. Tonight we're talking about Digimon. What's going on? It's Toolbox here, just your average blue collared tamer, and I'm here with my co host of the DigiDads, JJ.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? I'm feeling a little blue collar myself. Trying to get on Ty's level. Poured some concrete. My back hurts. All that good stuff.
Yep, all you need to be blue collared is have a caffeine addiction and gambling problems, and then you're there.
It's not a problem if you win, so I don't have a problem.
Yeah, that's pretty much what opening up packs is like. It's just our version of gambling.
I mean, yes, but don't remind me.
Yeah, it's something I don't like to look at.
Just
um,
pre-order. I just pre-ordered my two boxes of 14. I don't want to think about that. I should have just got one and then bought all the other cards I needed. Much
yeah,
rather try and pull them.
yeah, I'm definitely gonna buy too many boxes and then eventually just buy the cards I want because that's just what happens.
Yeah, that's the problem. That's why BT13 I went too hard.
Yeah,
And I learned my lesson.
BT14's mine. That's the one I'm going. I'm going all in on. So in today's podcast, we're doing something interesting that I don't think a lot of people or anyone has done for this game. So pretty excited we might be the first doing this. But we are doing the BT14 draft. Like good old fantasy football. We're just gonna draft cards to our roster that we think that are gonna do well throughout the format and what are gonna be like impactful cards. So we're just gonna start this off by all right, we're gonna do three picks of the three cards we think that are going to be the top of the set. So I'm going to let you go first, and you pick first. And
And bu-
by the end of the set, roughly near the end of BT14's time, we'll come back to this and see how well were our picks. And it'll be fun and interesting. So you're going to start things off. I'm letting you have first pick.
and we're talking like regional showings and like competitive, like seeing the most play kind of is how we're judging these cards, like most meta impactful, I guess.
Yeah, I would go with
Yeah.
that.
Okay. Well, then I have the easiest 101 in the history. This is like getting Christian McCaffrey on your fantasy football team. I will take the new Agumon. That's so good.
How dare you? How dare you? That was going to be mine.
You made the mistake of giving me the number one pick. You knew. You had to have known.
Yeah, I set myself up for that. But it's okay. So, what are your reasonings of why you think this card's going to be great?
It replaces the promo with the Inherit, which is just giving 2k ADP to Greymon or Omnimon. Um, just vanilla. And then it's technically colorless because it could Digivolve on any Koromon, but uh, being able to Digivolve into Greymon from your hand without paying the cost, like, just sets up. Let's red ramp so much faster, which is terrifying for everything else.
Yeah, I threw this into my Augu Bond, and my God, it puts in work. It is so nice. It is such a good card. Very happy for you. You got him. Got Agumon as your first pick, you bastard.
And with the new Greymon, or even the old like BT5 Greymon, you actually gain the memory because they're worded that way, so you get a memory for digivolving. Because
Do you know what's even wilder? If you have the BT12 tie, you'll gain another memory because it digivolved.
yeah,
It's just chef's kiss.
every other deck you have to pay to digivolve. Greymon decks will
Not
pay
anymore.
you.
Yeah, it's nice, because this game doesn't have enough Greymon support, so I'm really glad they're really helping out the deck.
Yeah, they skipped one set. Were you doing all right? They skipped one set without Greymon in it,
I'll recover. I'll recover.
which leads us to our next pick.
All right, so my first pick, which I'm going off on a little crazy difference. My first pick is going to be the Patamon. So, Patamon is just awesome because it lets you pretty much have 10 cards as your hand because you can look into your security. So, if you don't have a level 4 in your hand, your security might have one. So, like, just the way that card can just utilize knowing what's in your security super early and super easily, and also digivolving from that, it's just amazing. Like, granted, this is mainly used in like the yellow vaccine BT14 decks, but like I also see this being used in like security control, just so you can know what bombs are in your security, so then you can play differently. Because that was like that's a big thing with security control. It's like while you're playing it, yeah, you're recovering and doing all that. You're mainly kind of like hoping you're just throwing bombs in there, but like being able to know like if you went first, turn two, exactly what's going on in your security is probably very informational and will help you out because it will let you know how you need to change your plays. So that's why I think that's just, and just, when a card's added security stack isn't inheritable, you gain a memory, which that's just nice.
Nice.
Nice. That's all I can say. It's just nice.
And so we are restricted too. I now can't pick any more red cards,
And
and
I
Ty
can't,
can't pick any more yellow cards.
yeah. But hey, I think it was a good pick for me.
Yeah, and now a little gamesmanship. I don't have to pick my yellow card that I think is really awesome until my last pick.
Oh, look at you being strategic.
Strategery, but there's so many good cards in this set.
It's this is gonna be a great set. I'm so excited.
There's so many good cards. I'm like so torn with what I want to pick for number two. Like I was really hoping you would take one of my number twos.
Yeah, make your pick a little easier.
Yeah, I'm so torn. Um, I gotta go with I mean, you see the color of my logo. I'm called the purple player. I gotta take Fenrir Lugamon.
All
Like
right.
just an absurdly good boss monster. The first card of its to ever affect the memory gauge in this way, where your the condition to end the turn becomes your opponent having three or more memory. So the memory counter can be sitting at two on your opponent's side, and it's still your turn, which is going to be a very weird feeling and a lot of getting used to. But when digivolving, basically, you you almost always have the tamer underneath. He lets you play out three Digimon, three level four or lower Digimon, uh, with Dark Animal or SSC in their traits. So you can just spam out three Black Automons with Rush, and since your turn hasn't probably passed because you have two extra memory to work with, you now have theoretically five checks on board because of the three Digimon with Rush. He can attack and he can unsuspend himself. Because when attacking, you get to delete one of your opponent's level 3 or lower Digimon, unsuspend this Digimon. But for each one of your Digimon, add one to the maximum level. So you use his effect, you can delete a level 7 because it doesn't specify that he doesn't count himself. So the three Digimon he just showed, like brought out, and himself, you can delete anything.
Yeah.
Absurd.
And also, the tamer, when you tuck it underneath of him, allows you to gain alliance and blocker, but alliance mainly. So then you can suspend one of your guys and swing for two checks, and then unsuspend. Like,
You don't get the second check though on with Alliance. It's per attack.
yeah, but still, like, he'll himself swing for three
Yeah.
because he has a high DP. He's at 12, so anything that's just any of your level fours are gonna bump it up enough to where it's not gonna worry about hitting something big in security. It can get over that 16 threshold pretty easily.
He's a Greymon levels right there.
Yeah, yeah, he's giving me a lot of Greymon vibes. I know a big complaint with this card, or people are all like things that people are like, you because of the whole, it doesn't pass turn until they have at least three or more memory. You're pretty much like they never have to play a memory setter once he's out, but like once he's out, he's so like strong and devastating that it's like that's kind of the least of your worries at the moment.
Yeah, I feel like once he comes out, you're like lucky to see another turn.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I agree.
Like poke one damage, make this stack in the back, have all the Gatomons you need in the world in the trash. and just go ham.
Yeah.
There's so many good purple cards though. It really hurt me to choose. It's like choosing your favorite kid.
Yeah, it's just yeah. Yeah, that's rough. I'll say that is rough for you. Oh, now my pick. This is rough. This is actually a rough pick for the second one. I
Yeah,
think I
I was
know what.
surprised you went yellow early because there's so many good, just pretty generic yellow cards in this.
Yo, yeah, there is. It's just I was just like, you know what? I gotta get him when I get him. I can't miss out on that guy. Cause like I like the other yellow cards, but like I feel like that Patamon's just gonna have more versatility in multiple decks. I mean, I really like in my mind like its main deck and then like security control, but like I feel like it gives security control so much advantage that I don't know if people are going to play that much security control because it's a little slower than how it isn't as like strong as it used to be, but still like
I
it.
really hope nobody plays it.
Yeah, I really don't either, but like you gotta call it as it is. It's just you can't knock it saying it isn't good.
No. Yeah, I mean, I don't hate playing against it. I would prefer
Not
not
to.
to.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, all right. My second pick is Bukamon, the level 2. So this card's just like I think it's a really strong blue egg, and the reason why I think it's just so good is just while your opponent has no Digimon equal or more Digievolution cards than this one and gains jamming, so it just allows you to super easily give any of your blue decks jamming. And I think like because one, it works with even if they have nothing on field, that effect still works because they don't have anything with higher Digievolution cards than you. So like turn 1 or turn 2 for you if you went first, you promote up. He's gonna have jamming even if they didn't even if they hard played something for 3 or whatever, you're still gonna have jamming because you'll have more Digievolution than them. So I think it's just gonna be a strong blue egg. I think a lot of decks that because jamming's just really strong, just as is. It's just a really good mechanic. So being able to give it really easily, I think it's gonna work really well with like the mainly the decks that it's made for this set. Also like any I think
Hybrid and blue flare.
yeah, hybrid blue flare. What's another one I'm going off thinking top of my head? Armor Rush could use this as well. I know they have like they kind of have their own jamming per se with the Armor Rush mechanic, but still having another level to that is pretty strong. Like it's just, I think it's gonna be a really good card. Like I think just overall, it's gonna be a strong
This
egg
could
for
actually.
blue.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that's gross. The DNA Imperial
Yeah.
just gets the swing for free because when you DNA, you're gonna have more sources.
Yep.
Ah, that's
And it
like
allows you
instead
to
of
not you don't have to have the
yeah,
XVmon. Like
you don't have to hunt for that anymore.
no, you'll always have it, and then if you just happen to also get one, it's a bonus, but still, it's just gonna be strong for blue. I think it's gonna be a really
That
strong blue egg. I think a
that
lot of
is
decks are gonna, if you
oh,
run a blue egg, you're probably gonna run this. It's definitely gonna be in blue eggs. Blue egg spot's gonna be it's gonna be thrown in there for sure because it's just
I
so
hate,
good.
I hate blue so much.
Oh, come on, blue ain't that bad.
Blue is I can't stand blue.
Blue was my
Like
second deck I ever made for this game's history. Blue
we are
Imperialmon.
we are so on the opposite color side. It's so funny.
Yeah, we're like yin and yang.
I mean, we cross over in our red because I like to play me some more Greymon, but like I stick to like purple. I throw in some Commandramon, black. Like I dabble out there,
Yeah.
and you're green and blue, and then you're like expanding into yellow. Perfect yin and yang.
We just got all aspects of the game here for the DigiDads.
This makes my last pick so hard. I'm almost tempted to take black just to force you to pick red. Because I don't think there's many good green cards in this set. So I'm between, I can say it because you can't pick. Zudamon Ace, I think is broken.
Mm-hmm.
Like not like and Magna Angemon Ace is so good.
Yeah, they're both really strong cards.
And like I would pick Commandramon, but Commandramon only works in D Brigade.
Yeah.
But D Brigade is also gonna be so good.
Mm-hmm. That was that was the debate I'm having too. With my last pick because I was thinking about grabbing something along those lines, but then I'm also like in my mind, I'm like, I'm trying to pick cards that can be used in multiple different decks. That's mainly like my thought process to my draft. Is like, what cards just inherently can go in almost any deck of that color. Because I mean, I already picked my blue pick, but like, it was really hard between the egg or the Gomamon. To be honest, those two were like, for me, hard picks.
Gomamon works so well with that egg.
Yes, and
Can't
just
be blocked.
yeah. So it's just like you can make it like it's always like a hybrid coming out of Raising. It's like a hybrid for game that they can't stop even if they could.
It's gross.
Mm-hmm.
It could be redirected though. Little machine.
True, true. It could be redirected.
Machine action, mess your face.
Hey,
Yeah,
the card can't be perfect, or it would be a problem.
yeah, like Eismon scatter mode. Expand eye.
Or the BT2 Gabumon.
Hey, boys out here just catching strays. Didn't do anything wrong. He's not even that broken.
Oh, no, no. He was a problem, and we needed him gone. Gone to
Erroneous.
one.
Erroneous. Every deck I love, they take. It was the only chance. I mean, that was the biggest chance I had to like dabble in blue is playing purple blue Melga. I mean, I'm still gonna play it because blue is the thing I hate about blue is it's so aggressive and so controlly at the same time,
Mm-hmm.
and it makes me mad because like you shouldn't have both. It's just not cool. Like
Pick a side. You
Commandramon,
don't get both.
exactly, super aggressive. Or you could play like a black deck of like big black blockers, and you're never aggressive, but you are a defensive wall. Like blue's like, don't care about any of purple's on deletions effects. I'm just gonna bounce you back to your hand. Is that cool? Okay, cool. And then I'm also still like putting you on a clock because I can attack 4 times this turn. So
So
it's like you
that's
can
the
what?
real reason why you don't like blue, because it counters your on deletion effects. Now, I see. I'm starting to pick up why you hate blue so much.
It is my natural
You,
predator.
yeah, you purple stan.
I mean, I think Melga is gonna play well in the like Fenry, even this set.
Yeah.
Like Melga's just so good, and like deck just drives me nuts. I have nightmares about that deck. That was the reason Gekumon X Antibody was in my Jesmon decks.
Yeah.
Can't bounce me, sucker. Oh, I should probably make my pick. I still can't decide.
Take
Just
your time.
stalling for time here.
Take your time. Take your time. We got all night.
All night long.
All night.
Oh, can't sing anymore. Then we'd have to pay copyrights.
That's it. That's all we got. That's all we can do.
We dads here don't have money for copyrights.
Not yet. Give it
I don't
time.
know. We get to those. We get to 250 subs. We might.
You,
We
you
might.
never know. Yeah,
We might.
subscribe.
Yeah.
Yeah, do that. Do the thing.
And comment down below if you guys think once we finish up with this draft, if there's a card or girls, guys and girls, if
Dudes.
there's a card we missed that you think is like undeniably great, let us know. Like, there's like 3 purple cards that I would love to have, and I can't take them all. So please tell me which card you think is best. I gotta take too long to make this pick.
It's helping me out because now I got my third one down. Because I had my third, but you took him first round.
He was your third? You were gonna let him slip to the third?
I didn't think you would. To be honest, I didn't really think you'd jump on the Agumon train that quick. I was like, eh. Well, I didn't think it was probably gonna be my third, but he was on my list. But you got him right in the beginning, so then I'm like, well,
That's
time.
I'm between. I was between Magna and Agumon with my first pick, but it just feels like I'm copying your Patamon because they're almost gonna be using the exact same decks,
Yeah,
and that doesn't feel fun.
that feels cheating.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Commandramon.
Oh,
Going out on a limb.
oh,
Uh,
Agumon with a gun.
that's right. That's right. Digi-police are out here ready to rule the streets. On play, reveal top five, get that one card with D-Brigade or Digi-police among them to your hand. Place the rest at top or bottom of your deck, which is very important in Commandramon.
Mm-hmm.
Like being able to set the top of your deck is like Commandramon's a lot more heady than people give it credit for. After the support it got with the new Darkdramon line, and then now this stuff, like it's not the standard rookie rush. I mean, there's a lot of things going on with it.
Oh yeah.
But the thing that makes this cracked is all the inherit of all turns once per turn when this Digimon would leave the battle area other by your effect by deleting one of your other Digimon with D Brigade trait, prevent it from leaving play. So
Yeah,
that just works so well with the big boss monster.
yeah, and it's kind of like that decoy Commandramon. It's like
What's
another.
better?
Yeah, it's way better,
Anytime
but
it leaves,
not by deleting.
yeah, it's like, oh, you wanna try and put me in my security stack? You want a little chaos degradation? Too bad, sucker.
Not today, boy.
It's
Dude, I
just
remember when I was playing Commandramon like all the time, and I made this was on sadly to say years ago now. I made a video on it, and I was like, "This is the most American deck. It is lizards with ARs. You can't beat this."
and then Def X came out.
Yeah, yeah, it's okay. Yeah, it happens. It happens. There's always some. You can't let anyone shine for too long.
There's so many good cards. Like I'm
And
s-
that's
I mean I'm excited I'm having a kid. I'm very happy for my second child. But I'm really gonna miss this set. I'm just gonna be like texting you in
uh,
the middle of the night, be like, Ty, you working midnights?
you
I got
can.
I got 20 free minutes. There's a kid sleeping in my arms. Let's play some Digimon.
Yeah, most of the time I'll be even if I'm at work, I'm always down to talk. I don't need to. I don't. I'll still be bullshitting about it, but and that's like another thing. Like with this isn't my third pick by the way, but like the Missiomon, the egg for that. So I think it's cool because it's like okay, the one is hacking by returning 3 cards with D Brigade from your trash to the top of your deck. You get plus 2K, that's really strong. But like another part about that I like is that like that prevents getting like decking out because you can just attack and throw cards back to the top of your deck. So
I
you
don't
know
know why Japan hasn't used that against the Pokemon.
that's what I mean. Like it 100% can like decks that are trying to mill you. This can counter that by yeah you milled me 3, but I'm just gonna put those 3 back. Like
Well,
and I get to pick what I want.
and if you want to be more aggressive, the level 6, you get to reveal end of your turn, you get reveal top three, then you get to play any number of cards with D Brigade up to a total play cost of 7. So
Yeah,
you can stack it, like put like high Commandramon, Searcher, and the Tamer, and be like, hey, they're back.
they're all
Good
here.
luck.
Yeah.
Oh, and I got a shout out and honor. Actually, no, you might pick it. There's a card that needs to be talked about.
Okay. Well, good because I there's so much to talk about that like even with our 3 picks like yeah we're still gonna have time to talk about other. There's so many good cards in the set. My third picks so you kind of didn't spoil it, but you did say something that I was like, I don't agree with you because this card's awesome. And you said there isn't any good cards in green. Yep, I'm picking a green card. And I think the Togemon is going to be awesome. It's such a good card for Bloom, green in general, but especially Bloom. One,
Always blue.
yeah, it really, it's kind of, green's just Bloom now. Um, but one, it's vegetation. It hits the 3K DP mark, so that's all good. And on your
Blue.
turn, when you would play a green Tamer from your hand, you get to suspend this Digimon to reduce it by 3. So one, you pair that up with the new Mimi that just came out in this set. That means you're getting another Tamer out for free, which that Mimi is also a searcher. And when a card gets suspended, you suspend it to gain a memory. So a lot of synergy with Bloom there. But like one, it's like the first time to where like it's inheritable. Like I feel like comes up like consistently because it's inheritable is when you would have a green Tamer, you get to reduce the Digi-Evolution cost by 1, which cards have had that before for green. But like I always felt like for me, like I never had a time like it was like very little time where I would get that and have a Tamer out and get to utilize that reducing the Evo. But like this is like almost guaranteed because if he's there, he's reduced the Tamer cost. So you can either play a memory Tamer out for free for 1 memory, or play out that green Tamer, the Mimi for free. It's just going to be a really strong card, and just being able to suspend itself helps with the whole Bloom play. Like
No.
for me, it completely cut out the Sunflower Mon from, I believe that was BT13. Yeah, the
Oh,
one that you
that's on
can.
you, buddy. I don't know those.
It's the one where you would suspend it to reduce the Evo cost of a fairy type by 2, which that's a good card too. But like, I feel like if you start playing into more of the Mimis, because I threw in more Mimis, because one is just more search. That's good for green, and I don't know. I did that because it's a Tamer. I'm gaining memory from it. Extends plays. It's just a really strong card, and big fan. Big fan. I
I
just
remember when green used to be big bad bullies, and now it's like, oh, good, it's under 3 KDP. I can play it in Bloom.
yeah. We're like yes, small. Make it little as possible. I want it to almost die as soon as it hits the field. That's how low I want its DP. Can I get negative? Can I get -1 DP?
Yeah, let me just shine gray ruin mode you. I
Yeah.
got you.
Not a good combo. Not good for green players, but still, like, yeah, that guy sucks. That when that hits the field, I'm just like, oh well, I'm just gonna pass because there's nothing I can do here. Because even if I hard play anything, it just dies immediately, or I give you way too much memory. There's no in between. But
Yeah.
it's just a really strong card. Like I'm a real big fan of it, and I think it's gonna be used in Bloom for sure. Because one, just being able to have a level 4 that you can play out for free and reduce Tamer cost. Because I feel like throughout the future of the game, it is going to just be really, really utilized because it's not like they're going to stop making green Tamers. So, and green's kind of like turning into pretty much it's just plants and bugs. Like that's all green is. So, and fairies, we'll throw in fairies. But like those are
Mainly bugs.
mainly bugs and plants. But like that's like the future for the color. Like I don't really think they're gonna do a 360 or a 180 and change that. I think those are gonna be the cards that are gonna be in it. I mean, there's gonna be that rogue Tyrannomon stuff, but other than that, it's mainly bugs and plants. So I think it's just for the future that this card's just gonna only get better. So that's why it's my third pick.
Yeah, I got no arguments. That's a really good value. I just green's never been my thing. One
I
day I'll
think
play green,
I
but
think I appreciate it more because I do play green. So now I'm like, oh man, this is amazing. But like, for a green player, this is really nice. And don't you think it's funny? Out of my 3 picks,
No,
Um,
no red.
no red. I know, right? Isn't that wild?
Well, I mean, it did take your Agumon.
You did. I mean, the only other red I would have picked was probably going to be either the Tamer or the War Greymon.
Funny enough, we picked every color unintentionally.
Damn right we did. Because you know
Quick,
why?
edit the front of the video. We we can't pick the other person's color. We planned it this way.
Yeah, that's exactly what we were trying. Yin and yang. Ah,
Uh, I do gotta talk though. Like, there's some silly good options in this.
oh.
So, in this set, like especially to deal with Ace Digimon.
Mm-hmm.
So there's one. I'm gonna rant for a little bit. There's two.
Good.
The first one I want to talk about is Mega Flame. 4 cost, red option. Delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 6k DP or less. Whatever. If you have a Digimon with Greymon in its name, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with the lowest DP instead. I
Mm-hmm.
don't understand why that didn't come out in the starter deck with like it's so perfectly balanced with Baldy Blow that came out in the purple starter deck, which is just 4 cost delete a level 5.
Yeah.
I was like, what? Why? Why is that not there?
I think my biggest complaint with this card is the fact that it's not Nova Blast as the name, because I really wanted to scream Nova Blast while I'm playing this card. That's like my biggest problem with it. But like, oh my gosh, this card's awesome. I love playing it. It does so much work in Bond. Oh man, my Agumon, it's in there because it's just so nice. And with Ace cards, it's such a good counter because one, if even if they have an ace out and it's their lowest DP, you're
So
swinging and deleting that, and it's a 1 cost kill a body.
yeah,
like and
or more, or maybe free if it's a level 6 Ace.
yeah, exactly. It's just that's one thing with the ace cards that like they're such a cool concept for the game, and I really like that they added them. I'm not because it does add a little bit more. Okay, do I swing here? Like if I know they have a body on board, do I swing here knowing that I can't by my effects delete that body? Is it worth swinging? I like that like whole dynamic, but it's also like the way they made it, the timing of when you can blast digivolve. um I feel like a lot of times like things are going to be taken off the board before they can really do it. There's just so much like because it's your effects first, then theirs, right, and then block timing, or block timing then theirs, something along those
No,
lines.
it counter and then block.
Okay,
That's
yeah,
what that's like Magna Angemon Ace um was just so much value. Like it's just so good.
hmm,
Like it scares me that like security control is gonna come back when you can just sometimes digivolve it for free on my like an opponent's turn, and then just give something next something 6 KDP, recover one, or like up to 6 KDP, recover one, and like at that point you just recover. Who cares if you lose 3 memory for recovering and negging something like
yeah. That's one thing. Like security control does not care. Like they'll hard like you'll just hard play it too. It's a 4
it only
cost.
costs 4. It's gonna be rough. But speaking of like anti um, overflow and ace digivolutions, black got I maybe the strongest option in this set.
hmm.
DCD bomb,
Yeah.
4 cost. Digivolve one of your opponent's Digimon. Then, by returning 3 cards with D Brigade slash D Police traced from your trash, whatever, to the top of your deck, delete one of your opponent's Digimon up to a maximum play cost of 6, which is all the ace cards. So,
Yes.
like, Commandramon gets to de-digivolve something, which might be an ace. Then you gain your memory that way, or and then delete something else, or de-digivolve something else and then delete an ace Digimon.
Yeah.
Like that card to me is like a 4 of, and or maybe 3 of. It just like the best security bomb for Commandramon to have in a long time,
Hmm.
other
Yeah.
than me checking in Zwart defeats like a maniac.
Yeah. I mean, you have to. I feel like it's just like given.
Oh man, I might just build Commandramon just for the heck of it.
Oh, I think this is going to be the first set where I play where I actually build one deck for every color and play them
Oh boy.
because I'm just so like all of them, like nothing in this set. I'm just like none of like the main like there isn't a color to where I'm like, oh, that isn't cool. Like every color has like a really cool new deck that I want to play now, or just an upgrade to an old one. But either way, I'm like, either way, there's just so much good support for almost everything.
Yeah, I mean, it's like a, I think they like switched designers or something. It's like almost like a soft reset of the game, and it's
Yeah.
just such a good set.
Oh, glad you actually said that because I heard this on a YouTube video and I thought it was really interesting. So BT13, that's when the new set the card designer came on board, and he did also BT14. And if you notice, there's no more vanillas. There wasn't one in BT13. There isn't one in this set. So it's interesting. Like now, like the vanilla of the game is pretty much when they just have like one like card text on it, like the bird. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that, but it just has jamming. Like there's no more vanillas. They're all just they either have only
Oh,
have an inheritable or they only have like a key text.
Takatatori,
Yeah, yeah. I wasn't even gonna give it a shot. Like monochromon, it's just a
for
blocker. Like that's all it
a
is.
four class level four blocker though.
Yeah, but like I noticed, like I heard someone say that, and I went, oh my gosh, I think they're like, and then I started looking into them. Like it's wild. There is no like, how am I supposed to do my vanilla strategy if there is no vanillas anymore?
Gotta kick it old school.
Yeah, you gotta only use the really old ones. But like,
Dude, Gatsumon, red gets a players can't play Digimon by effect,
yeah, they got there now. That's gonna be big.
especially against Fenry
Mm-hmm.
and Commandramon. That's such a good anti-meta card.
Yes, it's gonna go against
Duh,
Bloom because Bloom was able to do it, but they were able to work around it because it was their Digimon. But now they gotta deal with that one as well. Um,
hurts so many decks.
yeah, it's a really good addition. Another one that I actually thought is a pretty cool addition is it's a blue. It's a Psychomon. It's the little clamshell
Hyakumon.
Siakomon. Thank you, Siakomon, because it has evade, so it can prevent its own deletion by suspending it. So it's just now like a rookie you could hard play, and they have to be able to try to delete it and then also swing over it, or have to try to delete it again for you to get it off your board. So like, those turns to when you're just like playing cards to go wide because they don't have much security left. Like that's a really good card to just throw down because like they got to do whatever they do to get rid of it twice to actually get rid of it.
That's so like I couldn't justify. I think we talked about this last podcast. Is I couldn't justify like spending $100 for the top end of the Gamamon deck when I'm only gonna get to play it like twice
Mm-hmm.
before BT14 comes out.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't understand. I saw so many Gamamon deck lists. Like, why aren't people running the Gamamon, like the blue one that gives you evade? Like it just makes it. It's not like Examon level to deal with because it unsuspends, so you have to like kill it 3 times. But like evade in and of itself is so powerful. Like you just said, like I don't know how that's not in the for like a stack reliant deck like Gamamon is. Like, how did more people not run that card? I don't get it.
Mm-hmm. It's just like I think this is a good direction that they're going with the game because like rookies kind of always, or not rookies, vanillas kind of ended up turning into just like back when the game first started, like vanillas were like pretty strong because it was just a way for you to get into your red Omni quick or your blue Omni fast. But like now,
Hmm.
like they kind of ended up just becoming more bulk piles. So I'm kind of glad they just decided to like not make them anymore for that reason because they ended up just I feel like they just realized everyone's just gonna put these in a box anyway. So why don't we try to put something that could be used more. Will most of these cards still end up in like in your bulk box? Maybe, but like now they have more. There's a possibility more versatile to them.
Oh yeah. And speaking of that though, I mean, I'm a sucker for a good pre-release, and I think maybe next week we're gonna pro tease here. We're gonna talk about some good sealed cards, and everything has an effect now, so
Yep.
there's a lot of choices to go from. I'm gonna try and keep my best sealed cards to like rare and below.
Yeah.
So just like a lot of the times you get a super, you're just playing it or
Yeah.
things like that. But uh, trying to give you some actionable takes your pre-release, beat up on your friends, make them cry information.
Yeah. Because pre-releases are just one of those things to where it's hard to really use like the secret rares or the super rares in a way because there's most of them are so like combo or like specific card reliant that like
Mm.
they don't come up a lot in pre-releases. So that's where like you were saying like the rares and lowers actually put in more work. And there's so many times where there's cards that were really good during the pre-release and then are never played again. So that's why I like pre-release set because it's luck, a little bit of skill, but it's more it's fun to just combo every color and see what you can do with that mess.
It's just I find it so fun because it's not like you're looking at a deck list. You have here's your cards.
Make
Here's 50 minutes to think about it.
make it
Figure out
work.
something. Yeah, make it work as good as you can make it work.
Hmm.
And then just you get some like so many not super weird, but just like some fun interactions in pre-release that you would never get. Like I know we've been throwing around some ideas for future content, and one of them is picking a boss monster. And I have a boss monster in mind that was like the love of my life pre-release event, and
Hmm.
has never been touched since. And it's definitely my boss monster.
Yeah, that's one thing. Also with this set, I think all the tamers are actually like pretty strong. I feel like some sets like tamers come out and you're just like, yeah, well, it's there. But like, I feel like almost all the tamers here are gonna be played. I don't know if Jedi is going to. I don't really know where that one fits. Like, I think it works really well with like the ace card. If you're playing very ace reliant, I think it's a strong card. But like, I don't know. I don't really totally see that one being like totally like used all the time. I might be wrong. There might be decks that like abuse the shit out of this card and I'm just missing it. But like the tie is really good because it just gives you 2000 DP at the start of your turn. I think it's and you gain a memory if security is removed. The Joe's really good because you get to on play trash and then
Yeah, it's
gain.
just a two cost basically.
Yeah, like most of them are like so like the Joe and the TK are just two costs. Like yeah, they're printed three, but they're really two. Because like just them
But
when they're doing their on plays activate their your turn effect. So it's just like it's interesting.
Joe and that Joe and that Pokemon. If you get both those, I mean, I don't want to spoil all the pre-release goods, but like getting both those in a pre-release is silly.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
It's just, ah man, I hope I can make it. This is gonna be such a fun pre-release.
Yeah, I know. I'm really shooting for that I can as well. I think I'm going to, but you never know. But we're
I'm just
really
gonna tell that kid to hang in there. Just hang out for a week extra. Just
take an
cook.
ex just let them cook a little longer.
Let him cook.
um, let's think. So okay, you're a big purple guy, clearly. What do you think of the purple option cards? Like, do you think any of them are
Um,
like really strong, or do you think there's just better options? Because there
I think
has to.
Pummel Wax, all right.
Mm-hmm.
Um, if Belf didn't get pretty beat up by the ban list, I think it would work out pretty well in Belf.
Mm-hmm.
Um, just because you could keep kind of the hand size you want. Um, I, I want it to have legs, and it's very Devimon specific, but the one cost Darkwing's Delusion, where trash top three, then one of your Digimon with Devimon gets sec +1. They put in a new Devimon for this set that's expensive, but it gets extra 1k DP for every 3 cards in your trash. And then it on deletion trashes a card in your opponent's hand without looking. I I want a Dan Devi deck, like hand control with a big beefy Devimon to work. And I'm gonna try my darndest to make it work.
Well, it's
I
getting
can't
there. I feel like
I
it's getting support. Maybe
not
not
much.
now. Maybe not now, but soon. Hey, that's coming from me, man. I've been letting Agumon cook since BT6, and now I'm finally getting cards that are like the whole deck has been lacking in BT14. So it's been a while.
Shit's been on simmer.
Yeah, it really has. But like,
Uh Sorry, you first.
nah, I was just like, yeah, it's like it's weird. Like Agumon has gotten support throughout the game, but like not really like the support was always for War Greymon, but like you can kind of like it's like the
Squint, look sideways at it.
yeah, if you
It'll work.
squint, it could work. But like now, like there's just so many cards that like the Skull Greymon, which I I was really tempted to throw that into my pick because that card's awesome. But like I really don't see it being used other than in Agumon because it's very specific. But
A little bit.
but like still being able to digivolve and trash a card in your hand to delete one of their lowest level and one of your lowest, which if you play it right, it's him. And then his on deletion is playing Agumon, but if you have a tie Kamiya named Tamer, it gains Rush. So there's a cool little combo I've been working on that I really like, which makes this that deleting your lowest and their lowest not as bad. Because so what I do is I pair it up with the Greymon X antibody. So then, because that is an all turns, if an effect would delete this Digimon, you can trash two of the same level to prevent that deletion. So you can do that for yourself. So you can, because I did this before with the old Skull Greymon, but now this one's way more better. It's just way better than that one. But so I would Digivolve into it. So I usually would do that play if I don't have enough memory to keep it my turn when I Digivolve into the Skull Greymon, because what's the point of deleting your guy and putting an Agumon out with Rush if you're just passing turn anyway? I feel like the whole plus side to it is being able to attack with it as soon as it's played. But so if I do have enough memory to go into this and it's still my turn, I will make sure I'll try to go into the Greymon X antibody, then go into the Skull to be able to trash a card, delete mine, delete theirs, trash my two Digievolution, so mine stays on board. And then I'll swing with him, and then if it dies in security, great. I'm getting another body out with Rush. If it doesn't, then it goes on to I can make it so I can pass it onto their turn, and then they have that choice. They delete my Skull Greymon and then have to delete another body, or they let it go. But either way, it's a really cool combo.
Yeah, that sounds kind of terrifying.
Oh my gosh, it's wild. And what's really cool is that the War Greymon, it just digivolves from a level 5 with Greymon in name as the text box. So you can digivolve him over the Skull Greymon, which is pretty cool. So it doesn't like limit you to like, because like the BT12 War Greymon is specific to Metal Greymon in name. This one's just Greymon in name. So it can go over the purple Skull Greymon. And then, gains raid and and has blitz, but they didn't
And
want to just
piercing
and
and sec
scares.
+1.
hmm But they didn't want
That's
to.
cool.
But I thought it was weird. Why did they just give it blitz? Like, why did they have to write then this Digimon may attack? Like, just give it blitz. I guess. Well, okay. I guess maybe this might have answered my own question by me thinking about it. So say I played an Agumon out, okay? Because it has that.
Okay.
If you have a tie and it has a Digimon with 10,000 or more DP, you can Digivolve into it, straight from Agumon to Greymon. If I played it out this turn, then Digivolve into this, yeah, it doesn't have Rush, okay? They're supposed to be summoning sickness. But would that, when Digivolving, then this
No,
Digimon may attack? Would that counter that? And then I can just swing
no,
with it?
no. It's the same thing of like so like I guess Examon is probably the best example I can think of, or the new Craniumon, where it's now Examon because Examon makes you or like that deck made you pick a Digimon that to attack it. And like if I had a Mechanori on field, Mechanori can attack, but I could pick it as the target to make it to like attack, quote unquote.
Mm-hmm.
So then it wouldn't be able to. And so that same effect applies. Like unless you gave it Rush with Skull Greymon here, like it wouldn't be able to get around summoning sickness. Or I like to call it loading.
Yeah,
It
I feel
makes
like
me
that's way
happier.
better for, yeah. That actually makes way more sense for the digital monsters game.
Yeah, it's like, oh, this is it's just loading.
Yeah, it's buffering.
Buffering's also a great one.
Oh man, yeah. There's just so much good stuff. So
I the Ogremon is just like great generic purple support. I don't think it'll be anything crazy until or EX5, but it has the same inherent and once effect is when a card is trashed from your hand by your effect, gain one memory.
mhm.
So you can ogre some other way, trash a card. Then when you digivolve, if it's like a Lady Devimon and you're already trashing a card, you're you're gonna gain a memory back from that like automatically with the inherit. So like it's a sneaky way to just climb the ladder pretty cheaply in purple.
Yeah, you know, I mean, purple needs some help. They've been taking an abuse for a bit, so I'm glad.
What are you talking about? Belfmont's doing fine.
It's fine. Everything's fine. It's like the
If that,
it's like the Titanic. You know, the captain's like, it's doing fine. We're okay. Little do
I
they
just
know.
think of the dog with the fire cup.
Oh man! All right, now we're gonna get into the last segment of the podcast. We're gonna talk about the card of the week, and we're doing a little twist on it this time. Okay, before it was just card of the week, something we appreciate. This time is going to be cards specifically for decks that were hit by the restriction list that are kind of ways for you to like other cards you could use. So I'll go first with this one. So we're really going to be talking about yellow vaccine for BT14. So the Geo Greymon got hit, and that was a really big card in that deck. Just being able to go into your security, play a Tamer out for free, and then recover one. Just really really strong with that combo. So card you could throw in to replace that is gonna let me bring it up here. It is going to be Leomon from EX1. So if you don't know what that card does, because it really wasn't played too often, um, but so it has the effect of insecurity at the end of the battle. If you have 3 or fewer security, you can recover one. And one, it's a vaccine, so it hits that whole criteria. But the reason why this card's so great for that deck, and it's just so good to throw in now, is because you can purposely stack it at the bottom of your security, so its effect will always work. Because that was always the big thing with it. It was like you never knew how you could get it to the, because recovery one always put it to the top. You're never able to really put something to the bottom. Now you really can. I mean, you could with option cards, but like this is like specifically the first time you can purposely throw whatever you want underneath your own security. And this allows you to just throw it at the bottom. So then, even if they get you down to one security left and they got 2 swings on board, they got to have 3 swings to end game, which is buys you some time in a way. So that's why I think that card's gonna be amazing as a replacement in that little void that the Geo Greymon has left.
I don't know if I call it a little void.
It's a big void, but we're trying to play it down a little bit so we're not as hurt.
Like how you're just identifying with yellow players now. You're like, yeah,
Yeah, hey,
we're.
hey,
I'm a yellow player
I'm
now.
I'm branching out. Okay, I'm trying it all, and you know what? Yellow has been a tough spot for me because when I started the game, Yellow or Greymon was so big and it was so annoying to play against that I just like cut myself off from the color. But now I'm like, you know what? That's not fair. I gotta give it a good shot, and I do like what it can do. So
Yeah,
we're
that's fair.
we're trying it out now. It rubbed me the wrong way right in the beginning of my journey with this game.
Yeah, I mean, purple yellow, like they blended together with like the Mastamon time. So like I technically say I dabble in yellow. I've played yellow cards.
Yeah.
I've looked at them. But in following Ty's uh yellow level 4 replacement, I cheated. I got 2 cards Ty. So take
Okay.
that.
Ooh.
Because one is a bit janky, but I want someone to like win a regional with it and it would make me happy. Like
Yeah.
a la Demonic Disaster. Because that card needs more love. But the promo 031 Gatomon. When you have a purple Digimon in play, this Digimon gains blocker. On play, if you have three or fewer security cards, trigger recover one. I think it's a nice little card to sneak into that deck.
Yeah.
It's not amazing, but I just I like it. But my crazy card is Bulkmon. Came out in BT6, the common, in the Pulsemon line. It's vaccine. Well, you have 3 or more security cards. This Digimon gains security attack +1. It's a 5K Digimon.
Oh
But
yeah, I was actually looking into this. I was like, oh, that's actually, man, I'm glad you said that because I was looking at it too, thinking like, how can I make that work?
dude, it's a vaccine. Just
Yeah,
put it in there.
just
Get angry.
get angry, get crazy with it.
Well, the Kiarumon BT13 egg, when a card is removed from your security stack, one of your Digimon gains jamming for the turn.
I was just gonna bring that up. I'm glad you brought it up.
So Bulkmon is just like, hey, let me punch you in the face 2 times for free. Like for no, yeah, Patamon, let's just do it for free.
Yeah, because you've technically removed a card from your security stack with the Patamon. You put one back, give a good replacement in there, and then you went into the Bulkmon for free. So then it's swinging for 2 checks with jamming.
Yeah.
Nuts.
Well,
Absolutely
actually,
bonkers.
+1 memory because the Patamon inherits.
Yeah. Yes. Nuts. Absolutely bonkers.
Dude, I might just go Patamon Pulsemon line just for
Yeah.
funsies.
Yeah. See, I
Because
even I was thinking about throwing this in. Uh, because I'm a yellow player now. If you didn't know, I was gonna throw this into my I was trying to see if I can make that work with security control. Just
what
to throw,
bulk?
yeah, just throw them in there. Just put them in. So you do the Patamon, the bulk one, just to
Dude,
being
but
able to go nuts with it.
I'm like,
The Arnold Schwarzenegger of Digimon.
come on, get serious.
Come on, what are you doing? Punch the security twice. Come on now, lol.
Into the chopper. Ah!
Get to the option cards. Come on, recover.
No option cards. No, 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 no. Just hit Digimon. But dude, a Bulkmon. Uh, I'm just like my brain's spinning into very bad thoughts of like, do that Bulkmon guaranteed for 2. Do that turn 2.
Yeah.
There's like no answer for it.
Mm-hmm.
That's gross.
Oh.
Did you evolve into like just set up like the Baltmon into Kazuchimon the next turn?
Mm-hmm.
You'll still have jamming with Kazuchi,
Oh
and
my god.
then the electric pulse or whatever that is. It's like 2 cost plus something DP unsuspend if you have 3 or if you have exactly 3 um security cards.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my.
Oh, it's gonna be so
That
good.
that's why are we not talking about that one?
Why are we bringing this up more? I feel like someone else should have talked about this by now. I'm glad we're them. We're that guy, pal.
Ain't your buddy guy.
Ain't your guy, friend.
Where is that card? Now I need to find that option card. I need Electric Rush. One of
Oh,
your Digimon gets 3 KDP for the turn. Then if you have 3 security cards, unsuspend one of your Digimon. Yeah, that's
nice.
that is wonderful.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Yeah, and Bout lets you unsuspend too, so that's just a straight up OTK turn 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, punch 2 with jamming. Then you can go into Boutmon. Punch 2 more, unsuspend, punch another one, and then Electric Rush for game.
Ew. Just ew. Ew. It's so gross. It's so awesome. Can't wait. Can't
That,
wait.
oh my gosh.
This set's so great. It's so great. It just opens up my eyes. That's all I can say about BT14. It just makes me. I saw the signs.
You know, I'm just building this now. Digimon Dotem. I just got so excited.
You're like, I'm already on it. I'm already in there.
Like, hey, Jesmon OTK is built with my 4 saviors.
Oh, nice.
I ain't messing around.
You ain't playing that game. Or you are playing that game.
I'm playing some Jesmon OTK. That's my main man in
He's
BT14
he's
probably.
he's back. Your savior has returned.
I see what you did there.
Oh yeah. All right, well, we've hit our hour mark. Isn't that wild? Goes quick.
Time flies when you're having fun, buddy.
Oh, it really does. So, hey, if you enjoyed the video and enjoyed the podcast, definitely give it a like, subscribe, comment down below what cards you would have drafted. What were in your picks for top cards of PT14? What decks you're into? Anything, honestly, just comment because we like to talk. And yeah, and we'll catch you guys all in the next one. Peace.
See ya.